New Tool Day Tuesday, where I share with you guys unique or useful tools that I myself use that I think you might be interested in. I recently found myself in need of some good sawhorses. I had some plastic sawhorses that didn't hold up because, well, quite frankly, I abused them. On a recent quest to find a good sawhorse that would work for my needs, I originally started looking at the BAUER Speed Horse. However, looking at the reviews, I was a little disappointed to see that some people were unhappy with the strength of its lateral movements. So with all of these details in mind, and not really sure what I was going to buy, I was walking through Harbor Freight and I seen this particular model on display. It's kind of similar to a speed horse, except you have to manually unfold the legs, but it seemed very sturdy in the store. So with my Kohl's cash, Harbor Freight cash in hand and the wife not around, I purchased two. Being an all steel construction, they are a little bit on the heavy side. They weigh about 25 pounds, but I appreciate that because, well, they're very beefy and they're going to hold up very well. In fact, each sawhorse has a carrying capacity of 1,300 pounds. Their width measures in just shy of 43 inches, and when deployed to their highest setting, they measure at 32.5 inches. And the height is variable, and you can lower it down to about 2 feet. That makes it great for working on very tall objects that you need to elevate just a little bit. To keep the overall design pretty small, they've designed this so that the legs nest one on top of each other as they fold in. This means there is an order of operation. You have to unfold this leg first and the other leg second. It is labeled so you won't get confused. There is a button on each side that corresponds to each leg, and to deploy those legs, you press the button and lift up on the legs themselves. Once you have the legs unfolded, you pull them apart and then lock them in position. Each of the legs are independently adjustable. That is great if you have uneven ground or you want to mess with somebody that has a bad case of OCD. To adjust them is very easy. You just pull up on this lever and then you can slide the leg into the position that you need. There are 9 different positions labeled A through I, and on the bottom of those legs they have feet with a hard rubber bottom that pivot. That way they can accommodate any rocky soil or any imperfections in the surface that you're setting these up on. Also located on one side of the legs is a pull-down support. That way you can support a workpiece. This can become very handy if you're trying to support a piece on its end, or maybe you just don't want to set the piece on some mud or some wet ground outside. So what are my final thoughts of these sawhorses? I really like them. They're extremely sturdy. They unfold relatively quickly, not as quick as the BAUER Speed Horses, but I think they're pretty stable. I think they're more stable than most of the sawhorses on the market. I think this contributes to the way the legs unfold and lock. It gives it a really firm lateral movement, and that is why these can support a lot of weight. At the time of this video, they are priced at $60 each. Now keep in mind, they go on sale all the time. You can sometimes find 25% off coupons for these. You can also use Harbor Freight cash if you play that game as well. If you like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take a look at some of my other videos. At the very least, you might be entertained.